Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has this sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC, a guy that boxes. Unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight. All right, so the path to UFC welterweight gold, of course, goes through the UK, courtesy of Leon Edwards' win over Kamaru Usman, but he's got to keep the focus where it belongs. He's got another hungry young challenger in front of him tonight.
Yeah, and Leon Edwards is one of those guys that can lock in. He's one of those guys that doesn't seem to me now from the outside to be a guy that falls in love with everything that comes with being the champion. He lives in the now. And he will have to do exactly that if he wants to retain his championship tonight. He's got to be able to use his boxing. Leon Edwards is fast.
Oh, yeah.
Everything he does right. He's crisp, he's sharp, and he uses all of his tools. He is really the definition of mixed martial artist, and that will have to be on display tonight if he wants to keep his championship.
You're right, and he may not wow you with muscle mass, but this is quite a frame for the UFC's welterweight division, and Leon Edwards has all eyeballs on him here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Leon Rocky Edwards!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here's the perennial welterweight contender, Leon Rocky Edwards. Nice to see him finally realize a championship opportunity there in Salt Lake City. This is a 5-tool player, though. A lot of people fancy him just a striker. Haven't watched all the film. Of that, I can assure you. He can wrestle, he can grapple, can even choke you out if need be. Going to be very interesting to see stylistically how he chooses to approach this matchup tonight. Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots together.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start. Found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target and he's very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Diaz. Well, fear is not a factor for this striker. Coming out swinging early as we expected, everything being thrown with fight-ending intent.
He throws everything so hard that he said to us, when we talked to him earlier in the week, he goes, I'm not afraid of anything. I don't care if I get taken down, long as I get to put some leather on the guy that I'm fighting before.
Effective with the jab.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches. Oh, how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Throwing that jab, no good. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and he's starting to show himself.
Diaz's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well. But when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Big shot to the head. Over and over, he is landing punches to the head.
Oh, that body kick couldn't have felt good.
Oh, back and forth we go.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
So we lean on the numbers here. 47 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. And landing with 31% accuracy tonight against Leon Edwards. Diaz is blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Oh, beautifully timed and placed hook by him there, DC.
Beautiful placement on the hook. Way to turn his body into it. Make sure he kept his eyes on his opponent. Hurts him and gets back to safety.
Lands a jab. Slips that left hand. Edwards has got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. Well, as my favorite rap group Onyx would say, stick and move, right? Beautiful slip off the center line there.
Yeah, what a...
Missed the body there.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly. Now we're going. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other team.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight, but we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys. Gotta be careful here.
20 seconds to go. Diaz's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. Oh, another ground strike gets through. 10 minutes in the can. All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face. All right, that is that round in the books. Diaz's corner is visibly concerned about that nose, and rightfully so. Perhaps it was broken in that last round. Gotta figure it's gonna be hard to breathe the rest of the way. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not gonna diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Well, you know about the offense, but how about the defense? Overhand blocked by Edwards. Well, thank God the left one's open, because that right eye is really starting to shut. Oh, big right hook, but a whiff. That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, misses with the jab.
He got hurt bad here.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get. These guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long?
What a fight.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Leon Rocky Edwards.
Headshot, bang, dead. It wasn't that tonight, but it is Leon Edwards by knockout. Rocky, man, what else can you say?
Leon Edwards, man, this guy is he really is next level striker. From the moment I met him years ago, you could tell that he had something. But the way that he puts everything together and gets those finishes, amazing. Another knockout victory for Leon Rocky Edwards.
And now you can